Hello and welcome, I am Grim, and this is Life is Feudal Your Own. Okay, so I've been inspired to play this again after playing Forest Village, just to see what it's like, because I haven't actually played this since its release from Early Access, which was some time ago now. But anyway, what can you do? It is one of those games where it will take a lot of time to get anything done. I've spent probably 3 or 4 hours just trying to get some skills up and get some basic things and try and remember what the controls are, what you do, and the general changes in the game as well. So first off, I'm trying to terraform myself a nice little area. This is just a single player map that I've got, and I have increased a lot of settings like the speed for terraforming and all that sort. Anyway, one of the most noticeable changes is the character progression. Before it was all kind of one little book, but now it's like a tree. So you need to level up the first one before you can start leveling up the other pieces contained within it. And then any subsequent skill, you'll need the other one up as well. So I think once it hits about 60, you can then raise everything else up, or more than the 60. As far as my memory works anyway. Well, that one, you might need to go 90 actually to get everything. I can't remember. It has been at least a year or so, I guess, since I've played this. But I'll continue to plod along and see what we can get sorted here. So I thought I'd get myself, as I said, a bit of a flatter area to work with, and somewhere we can possibly start building a shack, or at least a home. This will take some time, so I'll probably be cutting in and out once I've actually managed to achieve things. But yeah, for you it'll be seconds, for me it'll probably be hours worth of gameplay. But you know, if you are playing online with other people, things do go a bit quicker, so that's probably something you certainly want to be doing. As I said, this is just more of my own little personal play around. I was going to set up a nice little camp and a little village for myself, just to demonstrate the game, really. So anyway, I'll get back to working and we'll catch up with you guys in a minute. Okay, one tip if you are playing is when terraforming, you want to kind of pick a medium height which you're building to. So I've chosen 6 because there's a larger area around the 6 sort of height. And all you want to be doing is digging from the higher bits and dumping in the lower ones. That's probably the best use of the soil that you collect anyway. At least that way you're kind of almost multitasking and expanding the area quicker than you would if you had flattened everywhere and just dumped it all in a pile somewhere to then deal with later. So you're basically just dragging it from the back and pulling it forward. But again, this does take quite a while. Okay, but one of the first things you probably want to do is find something with food, and I'm up next to the lake, and it's kind of a place I've been a few times. I'll grab the map and show you. It's this bottom corner. There's clay nearby, which is always good. But we do also have some apple trees dotted around nearby as well. So you should be able to click right click, and that'll bring up your menu. And of course you can do all your normal things, gather apples. Probably want to mass produce that, so I'll just continue to gather however many apples there are. You can hit escape to stop that at any point. But of course, if there's anything interesting about it, you might want to inspect it as well. That'll give you all the statistics about it. So this is actually quite a good apple tree. We'll probably want to save this one, and you see the apple sprouts there. Don't want to harvest them just yet. I'll bring up this menu to kind of show you a little bit more. The forestry skill, you can gather the sprouts from trees, but that will determine the actual level of sprouts that you can get. So eventually you want to get that to 100, and then if there's any level 100 trees going around, you want to take some saplings and then plant them up near to your village, town, hovel, whatever you built. And then that will start supplying you with level 100 wood from those trees. It's always one thing to look out for, is don't waste anything needlessly, so just harvesting those at the moment would be pointless. So as I said, I'll need to up the farming I think a little bit more before I can increase the forestry any further. So I'll probably eventually end up farming, put down a couple of fields or a couple of small plots of usable farmland. Oh, sorry, just get rid of that tab again, and that'll bring us back in. So yeah, food-wise that's given us 11 apples, quality 74, so our farming will determine the level of the apples that we can harvest as well. So normally that one being a level 96. What's this one? Let's set that to right click as a general action, well, the default action. So yeah, that's the 96. We might want to just check this one. Quality 4, so yeah, that's nothing really useful there. I'll take the sprouts and I'll quickly see if my forestry goes up any. Okay, I'm still going up in forestry, so as I said, I can't remember if it's 60, which then uncaps the next level to then be any level, or if it's 90. I've a feeling it's possibly 60, but as I said, we'll see once we hit forestry 60 if we can raise that any further. Okay, so I'll get back to work anyway. I just thought I'd quickly show you what's best at getting food when you have nothing apart from a box and and whatever it is, sleeping bag. I have thought I'll put down a furnace and the kiln. So I think the furnace I've already put down a blueprint here and put in some plant fibre. Now, your plant fibre, you want to get a sickle, press T, that'll bring up your character's equipment, chuck that in one of your hands, and now you'll be able to harvest things from there. Sure as in one of these, nature's law, gather plant fibre, so things like that will be an action from one of the skills that you have. And of course there are quite a few artisans, the terraforming, carpentry, construction of furniture. Construction is mainly the buildings and paving, farming is the wild plants and ploughing fields, hunting's your snares and tracking animals. Arts is your decorations, general excrements or inspects. Authority is the erect monument. That's actually probably something good to show you, because again it wasn't, I think it had only just been implemented by the time I'd stopped playing, is the monuments. You want to put one of these down in your village, and to interact with it you're going to have a hammer. Okay, so if you look at what you need bones, shaped rock, positive preparations, and the harvard bullets. Now I think you'll need a mortar and pestle to create the preparations. And if I remember correctly, that would have been Nature's Law, search for herbs, and you'll start to gather a ton of herbs to then unlock those, but I'll get back to those sort of things later once we've actually started to progress a little bit. And if you are on your own, you do have to take a lot of time doing everything almost, and yeah, if it's one of the servers, they might limit the skill points, so you might have to just specialise in something and work as a team, but so this is a single player one. I've upped the limit on the skill points that we can put into stuff. So now I'll try and find this clay, which was up around here somewhere. Ah, there it is. And we can continue building the furnace. Yeah, furnace. Okay. So here we go. That's the clay. And really, all you want to do is just lower ground level with it. So that's a default action. There we go. With the inventory, you should see there's just clay appears in there. So there we go, clay. And get another one, can't really remember anymore. There's 100 clay that we needed. Overburdened 120, that's fine, that's fine. Actually, I'll be too greedy, I'll split 20 off of there. And just pull it back on the ground. So, as it's not too far from where I was setting up, which is just through the trees there. So, that's close. There is, from what I remember, metal resources around over there, I think. I did find gold deposits on the opposite side of the lake, kind of the northeast shore of the lake as well, just a little bit up front. But once we get to the terraforming skills and being skills and things, I'll be able to look at that a bit more, because there's a geology sort of thing. You basically test the land anyway, and so you can kind of inspect the land and see where metal is, and then you can track it down. It's kind of a mini game, but still far from that point at the moment. So I'll carry on building up as best we can, and see if we can actually accomplish something. Anyway, we'll drop all this in there. Water. Sorry, it's been a while. I'm trying to remember if I can just gather water. I think you can, if I remember correctly. I'm getting a bit more food. So just eat them. A couple of those should bring us up a little bit. So it's 27, 70, and so it's 23. So it's not too bad. Okay, I'm sure it's just go into the water and press like E. Fish, get water. Let's produce that. Yeah, it's just presume that you have something to carry water in, which is fine. I think 5 was what we needed, wasn't it? So I'll run back to look at it and see if we can quickly construct the furnace. Once we've got the furnace, I don't know if it's going to let us just drop all our inventory in there, but that's normally what I use as a box to begin with, or at least it was. So once we've got this, maybe we can actually test everything there. Okay, dump you in there, and we'll build. So this might take a little bit to get it all constructed. Get slowly depletes stamina and things there while building. We're going to have to go ahead and build a couple of times there. This is quite normal for things. It takes a while to get things built, but not too long for the smaller items. Set to expect. But I can't. Okay, and so that's changed a bit. Actually, what skills are we going to need to even interact with the furnace? That's just a wall digging, that's extracting. Prospect, that's the word I was looking for earlier, prospect. So, I think once we get to level 30, or around there, I'm sure, well, once you start unlocking the mining, possibly level 30, I think that's when you can start smelting. Oh no, sorry. There we go, material preparation, so I think that's crafting stones into shaped stones. Once we've got that, we can then look at smelting. So it is quite a long, drawn out process, unfortunately, so it will take time. The other thing I was actually thinking about constructing is a kiln. Yeah, I'll bring it around so it faces there. And we'll put down the blueprint there. So hopefully the kiln will work in theory like these furnace should. I should have remembered that, to be honest. But we'll have a look, see what we need. So we need a ton of plant fire, or a hell of a lot of clay and water. So once we've got all that sorted, I think we can then interact with it, and I'll be able to dump some of the surplus equipment and items that I'm carrying around with me. Although these saplings, the sprouts, they're all pretty low level, so I might plant those out as well and up my forestry level. And then that way we'll have some rubbish trees which we don't mind cutting down close to hand as well. So I'll get back to trying to achieve something, and we'll see in a second. Okay, so we're just getting back with what should be the last bit of clay for the kiln. 60 in there. Oh, completely forgot. We need water. That shouldn't take too long, so we'll quickly get that. And then hopefully the kiln will work as it used to, or as I remember it working, where you can just dump anything in there and use that as extra storage space. I think one thing that I do know though is you used to be able to do what was called resource trees or something along those lines, where you could actually dump each resource type, so like ore, sand, clay, stone, that sort of thing on the ground, and then if you built it up so high, it would then block the ground from being diggable, but you'd still gather the resources. But unfortunately, I think for the release, they actually they got rid of that. So everything now is going to be digging by hand and mining by hand and searching and getting everything. So that's us filled up with water. We should be able to go back and build the kiln now. Just auto run back there. It's one of the most useful buttons in this game. Once you're overburdened with things, you have to love anything with auto walks, to be honest. It just takes so much of the hassle out of controlling it for a while. Just slight course corrections. Oh, so much easier. Okay, so take that off, we'll run over. And we can look at getting everything built up. So we might build the hearth, I think possibly to the clay at some point, because paths do let you run quicker than stone paths, even quicker still, and so on. I think it's the same in Forest Village as well, actually. The paths speed up your villages. That's probably something I should actually remember to try and use there. But, what can you do? What can you do? So anyway, I think in a few more hits, each time you go in to look at builds, you'll see resources that have been used in building. And eventually they'll deplete themselves and it'll be built. A couple more hits, I think, and that should be us finished here. Lower on. There we go. So, tell you what, instead of using Kiln, actually no, I think you need to inspect, is it? In that case, use Kiln bellows. Okay. I don't think I can actually use the kiln just now either. Trying to think where that would be. So we need to get... oh god. So we will need to start digging. Tunnels, at least. Then that should let us start using... no, what do we need? Yep, that's what we need. We need to find stone, so... I guess mountain. Do I have a pickaxe? No, I don't. I'm trying to remember if you can shape rock with something else, or if you need to mine it. I think you probably need to mine it, actually. If I remember, there might be some rock on the coast here, actually. Or is that what I did last? I think I might have just been in a random pit somewhere and dug for stone, actually, last time I was there. I mean, we're not too far from the mountain, which is obviously going to give a lot of stone. That's what I did. I was building... I was excavating this area and then building jetties out, and was eventually going to have a bridge across the river. I'll see how far we get into that this time, but yeah, I don't know about that. So let's just bring up the head tab so we can interact with everything here. So, as I said, that's where we're camped, that's where the mountain is. yeah, we'll find the clay pit and then just go straight up from the clay pits. At least that way, if we are mining an area, we can hopefully consistently mine one bit and start making tunnels into the mountain itself. Although I am quite tempted just to start somewhere. But then we'll have all the soil to deal with. So I think I'll rather just try and find some stone first, and then see if we can start shaping that. But anyway, here we go. As I said, it's not too far away. Oh, before I forget, I think I need some branches. That should do. What else do we need? Where's the pickaxe? So I've already got some flint on me, but we need some more plant fibre. So have a look. Nature's law, plant fibre. There we go. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long. We'll create ourselves a pickaxe, at least a crude pickaxe. Or primitive, whatever. And we'll have a look. There we go. Oh, 3. One more. That's probably easier just hitting the mass produce, because if you get you'll be lucky to get on your first time. So there we go. But you know, you normally need more than what you've got eventually, so you might as well gather what you can when you are. But just to make this quick, I'll just gather what I need for the moment. Okay, so yeah, probably should explain that. It's right click on a branch and it'll bring up your menus to then interact and do things with it. And I guess we better equip that, so if we hit T we can try and grab that and swap that. I don't think we'll need a primitive saw at the moment. Okay. So, just double check actually if we can. Let's sling out no and just stone. So yeah, we're gonna have to dig a tunnel somewhere. So we'll find a nice kind of spot to go. Guess this is about as good a place as any. Maybe go in from there. So we'll do a tunnel forwards, and we'll just right click to set that as the default action. Okay, so we do have some stone there. So right clicking is pour on the ground. And then we can only make handles with that. Okay, so with a pickaxe we can then shape our rock. So that's only going to produce 2 shaped rock from the stone that we have, I think. There is it. And again, this takes a while to get sorted. I should probably drop that clay back in with the clay. So yeah, for every 20 rock you get 1 shaped rock. Which is, you know, a bit of a hassle. but at least this way it decreases the amount you are carrying overall, actually. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that we're digging into. Actually, one way to do things is try and put down, if you can, just a blueprint for something. So we can't actually put a blueprint down there, I don't think. Oh, can we? So at least that's a little signpost of where we've actually started to go. So now I know that that one is the one we're digging a tunnel into. That's probably one good bit of advice, just so you don't forget where you're digging. Just carry on digging in there a little bit. A bit overburdened. I don't know if we'll actually pick up... No, we won't pick up more. So again, right click and shape rock. Craft mass produce. So I'll carry on doing this until I can't walk anymore, and then I'll go back and start trying to build the monument. I'll catch up in a bit. Okay, I'm not too sure if you can really see, at the moment it is gone nighttime, but I can now manage Kiln, so that would have been from crafting my stone. I've only crafted 5, but I do have things set pretty high, so they will kind of advance pretty quickly for me. I'm sure that will vary server to server. But yeah, it's also unlocked smelting, so I can smelt iron, copper out of ore. Keep on hitting the wrong button there, sorry. And at least we can manage this as well. So can I... Oh, here we go. This is when things start to happen for you. Is when you can empty everything out of your inventory that you don't need. So you're carrying less weight. Made a couple extra stones somehow, I think there. Oh, but we've reached the limit. Have a look at the kiln, and then we should be able to do the same as well. There we go. So at least that's given you some extra space to store your things. Got some carrots as well, actually. I did build a box. I don't know if I'll have room for the carrots. Possibly. There we go. That's handy. So these are really some reasonable level saplings that I've managed to get. Apart from that one, 6. So I'll maybe try and find some spruce at some point. But 29 apple, 33. So I mean they're not going to be too high at the moment, but you know, I'll maybe drop those ones. Actually, the elm, 41, 42, 40. So I'll drag those in, and it will kind of average out the quality of them. So it's averaged out to 41. So I'll take those, and at least it's something I can plant to raise my skill levels. So yeah, there's nothing going to be amazingly high level in there, but we do have that good apple tree just around the corner. So once I do level up whatever it is, the forestry, we can start getting better level saplings. So anyway, I'll try and carry on through the night here, and we'll catch up with you in a bit. So my saw broke. I'm gonna have to try and find some stones. So it's up the hill and look for some stone. Unless, sorry, I don't know why I got that turned on. Unless we can find any gravel patches around as we're walking, but I don't think we are, to be honest. Which is annoying. What can you do? So we need flints, we probably need some... We'll need some branches actually. So we'll get them on the way. And I'll go repair, well I can't repair, I need a repair kit for that. I'll just make a new saw. So through the night, I thought about possibly trying to build something else. And here it is at the moment, my lovely home. We're getting there, I've got 5 more building logs to get. I've managed to fix the saw, but the saw's went past and found okay trees here and there. I did pick up some good branches as well actually. I'll just put a bit of fire and burn. And I've been working on getting some stockpile of the oak sprouts. And whereas as a first thought, once farming was unlocked to 60, this one can then go up in levels, so that's surpassed farming at the moment, actually 65. Which kind of works out as 63, I guess, I don't know, whatever it is. But we're at least managing to get slightly better quality saplings, which I guess I should actually plant up. We'll go for around here actually. So actually no, what I'll do is I'll separate the good ones and the bad ones first. So for the moment, the good ones can live in the kiln. And I think just level these. Yeah, all those are kind of raise it a little bit. I guess all these are good to go in the ground. Kind of shoddy level ones anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but that should help increase some sort of stats somewhere. Let's see if we do, let's not gather around, do something else, plants, I forget what I'm doing. I've got a feeling it's plough and then I can plant. We'll give it a try anyway and see what happens. I've ploughed that already. Farming. I'll keep doing that. It's habit to come out. I remember what it is. Forest soil. That's what we need to plant trees. That is forest soil, there we go. So what you can do is, if you want, you can just plant in the forest soil, which is kind of a bit darker and normally where the trees are. But you can also go ahead and lower ground level and some forest. And there we go, forest soil. Now that will let you, once you've placed that on ground somewhere, that will let you plant it into it. So you could, if you wanted, plant depends on where you're building, and have it all level as well. You just have to, I guess, dig down one level first, and then you can dump in the forest soil, level it out again, so it's all flat with the rest of your village, and plant into it. But I've got nothing really worth keeping at the moment, so yeah, these I'll probably just dump out in a line somewhere. Just double check, so just soil. It's forest soil as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start planting some things anyway. And remember where it is, Forestry. We'll set it as a default action, and we'll just start planting out. Once we run out of forest soil, I've got some on me, so we can extend the line out a bit. So I'll carry on with this, and we'll get back to you once I've got quite a few planted. Right, so I'm on the last couple of building logs. I'm just going to dump them in the building when I can actually get there. There we go. That should be our 10 building logs and 7 boards of any description. So we're going to go ahead and build. This is going to take a while. I guess I'll maybe come back when we're finished. Okay, so it appears one hit was actually enough to construct my tiny shack. You gotta love a tiny shack. Right. I think I need to claim this. Memory serves. Make sure it's mine. So, yeah. And what else can we do? Set as home. Set as home. Yeah. Ah, there we go. That's what I forgot. System. Yep. You've got your local global chats, but you've got the system which tells you exactly what's going on. That's always handy to know. Okay, so yeah, we've got the nice startings of something, I guess, near the lake. And I tell you what, I'm going to call it an episode here. It's been a while for me, and I forgot how grinding this is. I've probably been on for mid 6-10 hours over 2 days just on this episode, leveling my, well, not all on this episode, but leveling my guy for a bit and then mainly recording. So I'm gonna call it a day here, and we'll catch up here at some points. Remember that if you like what you've seen, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and go check out Matty's channel as well. Thanks now, bye bye.